Hey y'all, welcome back to A Home to Love. My name is Delina. Today we're going to be decorating my living room, dining room for summer. It's open concept, so it's one very large room. So we're going to break it down and we're just going to start in the living room first. So what I'm going to do is give you a tour of what it looks like, plain Jane, show you some of the items that we're going to be working with today, and then we'll get to the video. So as you see, this is my couch, my gallery wall, and then another end table. I know the couch is old, guys. I've heard it. Eventually, yes, I would like to replace it, but it's just not in the budget for right now. The end tables I've had for a long time. I'm going to be refinishing those here in the near future. The stain and the finish on it is just, it's had it. So on the couch, all I have is a couple of pillows that I got from Walmart and then a light blue like pillow cover that I got off of Amazon a while back. The gallery wall is just a lot of photos of my family with a couple little odds and ends. I laid that all out on the floor first before I put it up to the wall. And recently I swapped out some of the frames they were all white, and I changed them to more of a wood tone to bring some warmth into this room. I'm gonna swing around to my fireplace wall. Now, in my summer tour, I talked about wanting to do something different to the fireplace. I've thought about it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add more of a mantle look to it, some corbels, some wood coming down. I don't know if I'm going to paint it. I did purchase some paint that was darker than my wall color, about 3 or 4 shades darker. Sorry if you hear the cat, that's Jasper going nuts again, as always in every film, in every video I have. So I have this rug. I swapped it out from my bedroom. It doesn't really go with the cottagey kind of style, but for right now it's gonna have to do. Again, with the end table, I need to refinish the top of it. It's got some scratches and things. As I spin you around, we have the cat tree because I have 4 cats. Door to the outside, view to my kitchen, my grandfather clock, my husband's recliner, and his end table. And that really is what my living room is. So why don't we get to decorating? Now for my coffee table, it's a round table, which makes it, I think, harder to style. So I'm going to start with a couple coffee table books. They're cottage or cottage style. I'm going to set that there. Okay, on top of that, I have this bowl or candle holder I got from Hobby Lobby. Set that there. Candle of your choice. I like these. It came from Big Lots. It's pineapple lily. It smells fantastic. Set it in there. I'm just going to set that off to the side. Now, for height, I have this candlestick that I'm going to place right there with a faux fern I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put it in a basket. And with a little bit of 2-sided tape, I'm going to set that up there. As you can see. And then I'm going to keep it very simple for summer. I've got some of those beads, a piece of fabric, and a basket. And I'm just going to set that there. Move everything around a little bit. And that is my coffee table. Very simple, very not too cluttery. You see the overview of what it looks like from up top. Try to go sort of in a triangle shape on a round table, but not too fussy, not a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna move on to the other end table. I have my lamp, another thrift store find, and a couple books. I'm gonna set my wood tic-tac-toe game that I got from Amazon. I have this cage little bird there. I got that from Hobby Lobby at their 75% off. A basket with a faux plant. I would love to have live plants here, but unfortunately my cats would destroy those. And that's all that end table is gonna get. Like I said, I keep my living room exceedingly simple for the summer. Fall comes, and that's a whole nother story. So I'm gonna step back so you can see. Oh, the curtains come from Amazon. The wall color is agreeable gray. And then that. And that. And my coffee table. And then for this table, I keep it completely clear because my husband likes to set his phone, his remote, something to drink there at the end of the day. So that's really it. Super, super simple living room. Now we're gonna get to my dining room part. I'm gonna turn the camera Okay, friends, after doing the living room, end tables and coffee tables, I took a step back and said, you know what, I could do better. So here's my do-over. This end table stayed exactly the same. It's the box that contains our remote controls, our coasters, anything, candle, lighter, everything, and some coasters, which the coasters I got from Ross, and they pick up from the box. And the box was a thrift store, and so was the lamp. So here's that vignette. Now I'm going to move you over to the one that's by the window. This contains everything that I had before, but now it's in the tray that was hanging on the wall above the bookcase, and a doily. That was the only difference I made in this vignette. Moving on to the coffee table one. I changed out the basket for a dough bowl that I distressed. It almost looked like the same stain as the coffee table, and there was no contrast to it. So I took a sander and roughed it up and made it a little bit better as far as, it looks more distressed, don't get me wrong as far as that goes. Left the coffee table books with the candle. Oh, here we go. Mr. Jasper's gonna get in the shot. My co-host. And this is why I can't keep any greenery or any vases on this coffee table. But I added a vase from, I want to say Hobby Lobby, and some greenery that I had from Dollar Tree. Jasper, stop. So this is my coffee table. Again, with that triangle configuration on a round table. I love this, but unfortunately, you've already seen that the cat is not going to leave that alone. last, slowly around, you see my kitchen. I have these bookshelves that I moved. They were originally in my guest room, and I moved them out here to set on each side of the aquarium. The doors that you see behind the aquarium are bifold doors. They lead into what would have been the dining room originally in the house, but for our purposes, we just shut it off, and that's my husband's office behind there. The aquarium is for those that are curious, 120-gallon freshwater aquarium. It's South American cichlids. I've raised them since they were tiny. Yes, that catfish is perfectly fine. He likes to swim upside down. So I'm going to start over here on the top of this bookcase with, I have all these baskets that I like to stack on top of my cabinets. So we're going to start with this recent find that I have. I paid $7, $8 for it, quite large. I've stuck a faux fern into this. I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod to do this. Okay, we're gonna place that basket up here on an angle. I have a tray that I bought at Ross for $6, and I have that hanging on the wall. I have a thrift store basket that I am going to place right there. And that's what that looks like. I took that tray that I had hanging on the wall and used it over in that end table. I then added a pitcher, meadow with a gray frame that I had, a couple of books, and then a couple like vases, just to tie into all the other pottery that's in the rest of this room. And I think that looks a whole lot better. So, like I said, sometimes you look at something, you live with it, and you realize it's not good enough, or I need to change it, and that's what I did. Now, my books are divided by subject and color on this bookshelf. It's another way of your bookshelf looking more designer or more put together. On the shelf here, I have this wood tray I got at Goodwill, I think for $3. That's just to break up this white. I have a pot from Hobby Lobby, a faux plant that I think from Temu. And I'm going to set that in there. Another candle from Big Lots. This one is jasmine tea. Smells really good. And it brings in the blue. Now, as far as how the rest of the bookshelves go, it is just books and with a terrarium that I made on the fourth shelf. And that's all my bookshelf looks like. That's the first one. That way. Now, this is the other shelf that is closer to the wall with the window on it. I have some more coffee table books that I get at the thrift store for a couple bucks a piece. I'm going to set those right up there. I have a very large basket with some faux greenery in it. And I'm going to set that there. As you can see, sorry about that. Up there. And the books just give added height. Another basket. Love the shape of this one. Again, I buy all my baskets at thrift stores. Very rarely do I purchase baskets brand new. And I set that one up there. And then again with the books, and literally they're just some plants put in a zigzag pattern all the way down to the bottom. Next, we're gonna work on the dining room table. So for the dining room, I took a table runner and I cut it down, and I'm gonna run it this way instead of the other way. This tray, I got it at Hobby Lobby. Let me see if I can move you a little bit closer. The vase is from Walmart. All the florals come from Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Inside the vase, I have marbles to weigh it down because the cats like to knock it over. And then I'm gonna put that on there. Some plates, again, Dollar General, the blue and white. I'm gonna set those right there. Candlestick holders, Goodwill, with the candlesticks I think I got at Home Goods. And I'm gonna set the candlesticks inside that tray. And then napkins with wooden napkin rings that I've had forever. And I have 3 of them together, and I'm gonna set those right there. And that's, put it in my headphones, my centerpiece for my dining room. Next, we're gonna work on, before I forget, one more thing. The dining room chairs, I recovered the seats of all the chairs, and the next clip is a tutorial of how to do that, and then we're gonna move on and decorate the china cabinet. We are recovering my dining room chairs. They have like a gray and white trellis pattern. What you're gonna do, flip them over. And take a Phillips head screwdriver or a flathead, whatever screws hold in the chair cushion, and you're gonna loosen them up. I don't recommend taking all the cushions off at one time. I would do chair by chair because the screw holes may not line up if you take them all off at one time. As far as fabric goes, I would pick something on the heavier side when you're thinking about recovering it, not something that's like a light cotton. It will not hold up. You can get outdoor fabric that is waterproof. A little more expensive, but it would hold up better. Especially if you have kids or messy adults sitting at your table. Or the other option is You could Scotch guard your fabric after you reupholster the cushion. You could take them outside, lay them out, and spray them with the Scotch guard, let them dry, and then come back in and reattach. There we go. And then you're gonna set the chair off, the wood part off to the side. This is the last chair I have. There's your cushion. I ran out of fabric that I did the floor, but I had this curtain panel that matches, so that's what I'm going to use. Jasper's going to help me here. So basically, when you lay it out, you want to make sure that you have enough fabric all the way around. It is better to have a little bit extra than cut yourself short. I am gonna fold it over like that, so no raw edges. And I'm gonna take my staple gun and I'll pop it right in the middle. Now, cut all this excess off. Can't play with it. I'm gonna fold up the other end, from that side to this side. And I'm gonna put a staple in that. So here, here, and then one on that side. Over. One on that. So you have here, here, and here, okay? If you try to staple all along one side, you're gonna get it where it puckers and it's not gonna lay flat. See, right now it lays perfectly flat, and you kind of want to make sure no wrinkles, no excess. And then I'm gonna go along and I'm gonna turn it and go the opposite side and keep pulling. I pull that fabric really tight. And you're just gonna keep working your way around, pulling that fabric tight as you go, and then the opposite side. Back around again. If you're gonna do a ton reupholstering, I would consider a air powered, here Jasper in the back, stapler. And it needs more staples. Make sure you have extra staples, because you go through quite a bit on this kind of project. Do not go to the corners yet. Take it all the way up to the corners. If you have some sticking up, hammer works. Recommend. Just making sure. Okay. Corners. Let's see if I can drop you down. Oops. Here we go. All right. Move you in. Okay. Thanks, Jasper. Okay, you're gonna have this, there's like a bunny here. Again, I am gonna take it possibly as tight as I can on each side. And then what I'm gonna do, you see how I've got that nice little fold like that? I'm gonna pull that tight. And that's your corner. There are a bunch of different ways you could do it. I cut the excess off. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna pull it, that side's pretty tight. And I'm gonna kind of match the other side. Same thing. That's what it kind of looks like. And then I'm going to reattach it to the main chair. That's what it looks like all put back together. These are all the items that I am going to use in this china cabinet. They all go together. They all have a similar color scheme. And the china cabinet I bought off of Facebook Market. It's from the 80s. Yay. It matches my dining room set. Up above, I have more baskets with some florals and a candlestick up there. I didn't get up there. It's the same as I've had since I've gotten the cabinet. Inside, I did install an LED strip light that goes all the way around the entire cabinet. I took out the little 25-watt light that came with it. It just did not give off enough. The backing is contact paper because the backing was damaged. If I were to redo it again, I would probably put mirror back there, but let's get to decorating. Now on the top shelf up here, I have some books stacked up there. I'm just going to take a faux plant with a little planter. I got it, like the planters for like 2 for 50 cents. And I'm just going to set that in there. And I will, after I'm all said and done, I will try to get you a close-up as I possibly can with it. Now, on this side of the cabinet, I have another one of those little soup tureens that I like to find. This one actually had the spoon. Little riser I got from Dollar General. And I'm going to set that up in there. I don't know if I could. Trying to give you a better view. These do not open, it's just the middle one. I have a little picture again. I paid under $1 for it. Oops. Sorry. Chipped on the tripod. And I'm going to set that up in there. Now, this container I got at Dollar General. It says supplies. I just flipped it around and because I like the color, I took some plates that I stuffed some garbage bags in there, just put it in there, and a faux plant. And I'm going to set that in the middle with the faux plant kind of trailing off. And that's the first shelf. Now, the second shelf, again, I'm going to take a white plate that I got from Goodwill, and I'm going to set that back there. I have a little antique bird, little riser. Set that in there. Little faux plant from Dollar General. Set that right there next to that bird. And then again, I will show you a close up when we're all said and done, because I know it's hard to see. I have this canister I got at Dollar General back at Christmas time. It's got some embossing on it. I'm going to set that back in that corner. I have a salt and pepper, or sugar and creamer, sorry, Dollar General. Some little, tiny little plates. I don't know what they would be used for. I'm using it just to elevate the decor. I'm gonna put that on top of that one. I'm going to take a faux plant. I'm going to plop it in that little pitcher. And then some more little faux plant. Just setting it right in front of it. And that's that little vignette. In the middle, I have this I've had forever. It's got to be over 15 years old. I got a Goodwill. Lamb's ear. The artichokes are actually Christmas ornaments from Walmart this past year. And I'm going to set that right in the middle. Now, down in the bottom, a couple more books. With a candle snuffer. Another faux plant. I think I got it at Home Depot. The planter itself. The faux plant. You get those all over the place. Then on the other corner, I found this little cake plate at Dollar General. I got it for less than $2, like on clearance. So I'm gonna set that over here. And this little cheese cloche with inside is an ornament that my son did that has our last name, and that's just flat for right now. And I'm gonna set that in there. In the middle, I have some Hobby Lobby vases that 40% off. This little one though, I think I bought off of Facebook Market. And I'm gonna set that one right in the middle. And that's my hutch for the summer. Now I'm gonna pick up the camera and see if I can get you a better view of everything. Over. View it. So as you can see, all the colors work together, all the white. The faux plants are evenly distributed through the cabinet. Your China cabinet nowadays does not have to be just for China. And then next to it, I just have a picture that I put. And then photo from Hobby Lobby, the dining room, centerpiece. You get a better close up there. And then a basket. The fishies. So I will stand in one place and then you could see it as a whole, what it looks like. Again, the tripod, sorry guys. And then back to the bookcases.